welcome to the show today. My name is Gabriel O'Sullivan. I appreciate you joining me. This show is for men who are going through difficult times in life and want to have an encourager alongside them to help overcome those challenges. We've said before, you got to have something to overcome to be an overcomer. And so we're actually thankful for the difficult times in life because that's making us better and it's making us stronger. On the last couple episodes, we've been kind of laying out this truths that it's better to trust that God has our best interests in heart and that we're going to actually accept the lot that we've been dealt in life instead of reel against it, because that's actually for our best. Okay, it'd be like going to the gym to work out and deciding that instead of laying down on the bench and pushing up that weight, we were just going to lay there and hope that somehow we got stronger just because we were like at the gym. Right, that's not how it works. Like, you got to do work to get better and to get stronger. And so sometimes in life, in order to become better people and to become better men that are stronger and more helpful and more courageous and more encouraging, then we have to go through things where we have had to flex our muscles, so to speak, and where we've had to have difficult things happen to us, and where we've had to be encouraged, so that way, again, later we can be an encourager. And you know, if you hadn't started from the start with us, I encourage you to do that. Go back to episode 1 and let's catch up. Certainly make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel as well. At the bottom you can see a couple links that I've got listed there for where you can find my books that I've written. Hopefully those will be an encouragement to you as well. Also, kind of forgot to mention a buddy and I, Will Haycox, we've got a podcast called Lost Boys to Found Fathers. You can find that here on YouTube as well, certainly on any podcast platform that you choose also. So that's called Lost Boys to Found Fathers. Now, one thing that I would suggest coming out of our last discussion was we talked about how it's better to actually accept God's plan and will for our life because His purposes for us are good, instead of rejecting it. And in doing so, we think, well, man, why do I have to accept this rejection and this suffering? Why do I have to accept these problems that I'm going through? Well, again, anybody that's been anything or been anybody, they've had to go through challenging times in life, and those challenging times in life help develop their character and help to develop their personality and develop maybe their stick-to-itiveness, maybe develop their creativity in order to help them become what they are today. If you go back and read biographies like of Abraham Lincoln, for instance, my goodness gracious, that guy went through some stuff. Tough childhood. When he got into like business life, he had businesses fail, he tried to get into politics, kept getting defeated. I mean, his life was just like one sob story after another until he finally like had some success. But it was like failure after failure after failure that he actually learned lessons from and didn't give up, and he didn't quit. He didn't just lay down and just die. He let those hard times make him harder and make him stronger. And that's what I want you guys to do too. That's what I want to do for myself. And then even if we look at also, so that being said, read some biographies. I mean, the Founding Fathers, great place to start. Some of the world's inventors like George Washington Carver, great idea to read of him as well. Those are the biographies of folks that we kind of learned about in history class. Man, great way to get some encouragement and also to get some really great life lessons. And I need to do more of that, personally as well. But when we look at the Bible too, we look at Hebrews chapter 2:10. There's a little joke there about obviously Jesus likes coffee because of this book called Hebrews. Hebrews. Thank you. That was terrible. I don't really like coffee, but I have kind of grown fond to chocolate cream cold brew because it's kind of tastes like really strong hot chocolate. So I'm down for that. Otherwise, no thank you. I'm a tea guy or like just a straight up hot chocolate guy. So Hebrews chapter 2 verse 10 says, "In bringing many sons and daughters to glory, it was fitting that God, whom through everything exists, should make the pioneer of their salvation," that's talking about Jesus, the pioneer of their salvation, perfect through what he suffered. Man, how about that? Perfect through what he suffered. So it doesn't say that, that Jesus was perfect just because he lived a perfect life, which he did. The Bible's clear on that he never sinned. Right? He was tempted, but he never sinned, which is amazing. But it said that he was perfected through his suffering. So what about you? What about me? Well, we should let that be an encouragement to us that God is going to allow our suffering to make us better. Now, we're never going to be perfect because we're not Jesus, but we certainly have the opportunity to be better through what we suffer. So let's not let the difficulties, challenges, stresses, and struggles of life keep us down. When we get knocked down, let's push back up, because every time we push back up, then we've been made stronger by doing that push-up. And let's remember that the losses in life, the failures in life, they don't have to define us. They're just helping to develop us. We take those lessons that we learn, and we become stronger and we become better. Thanks for joining us today. Look forward to seeing you on the next show.